and welcome to CAWcreations. I'm Cheryl Ann, Cheryl Can on Ravelry and Instagram, and Cheryl Ann at CAWcreations.org for email. It is Monday, August 21st. Welcome back if you've been here before, and thanks for coming if this is your first time. This is CAWcreations. It's a blog about knitting and books I've read. And happy Eclipse Day. So I waited till Eclipse Day to record this next episode. I'm pretty into all things astronomical, so an eclipse is a big deal, and it was only a partial eclipse here, but in Prince Edward Island, but full eclipse in some places in the States, so it was really kind of cool. So let's get started. I have a finished object this evening. This is my Hap Shawl, or the Happy Shawl, available through Fleece and Harmony, the pattern. I haven't blocked it yet, I just barely cast it off. It is in their Strawberry Fields colorway, and then their Rhubarb colorway on the edges. And I guess I haven't put in the threads yet. But yeah, so this is the Hap Shawl. It's just a basic, it's knit in a square. It's knit just with garter stitch on the inside, and then a modified feather and fan pattern, which is reversible on the outside. This is my second Hap Shawl I've made. This is the fingering weight one. And I've also finished one. This is the one for the pattern pictures. This is in Fleece and Harmony's worsted weight yarn. This is called Beach Blanket, and there you can see that with the blocking you can see the pattern better, the pattern emerging. So a Hap Shawl is a traditional Scottish shawl. It's used as a blanket to swaddle babies, and then a lot of times it's worn doubled over as the Hap Shawl, and it will grow when I block it. So you can wear it like this, or you can wear it kind of as a scarf. There's a number of different ways you can wear it. For the fingering weight Hap Shawl, I used these. They're Knitters Pride needles, and they're carbon tips. I didn't like them very well, and it's too bad because I normally like Knitters Pride. They're a cheaper needle, but they work well. They're not my Addis, but they're a workhorse of a needle. The problem with this one is that it kept untwisting on me, even though I tightened it with the screw and whatever. And also it kept getting caught. The join here is big enough that the fingering weight yarn would get caught on it. So it was really annoying to use these needles. So I don't know if I will use them again, but that's my review of those needles. Okay, so that's my finished object. And as for things I'm working on, I have these. I don't think I've shown you these in a while. These are the, oh shoot, can't remember the name of the pattern. York Sock Collection pattern. It's the first one in the pattern. And I originally did them in this variegated yarn. And although I love the yarn, it's so soft, you really can't see the pattern on it all that well. I guess you can a little bit when you hold it up to the light. So I switched to a gray sock, and it looked so much better in the solid color. But Grand Central socks, that's what they're called, the Grand Central socks. But basically, because I'm doing a box of socks this year, I want to finish these socks. So this is where I am with the second sock for the pair for my box of socks. This is a hand-painted yarn I got when I was at Rhinebeck last year. And and it's so soft. It's a merino nylon blend, and I'll put the name of it up in a picture here. I love, love, love the yarn, but as I said, it just doesn't show off the pattern really well with that. The other thing I've been working on is my cotton blanket. Guess I haven't been working on it very much. Got about 3 rows done since the last time, although it did travel with us on our trip to Quebec. I still have 8 full skeins and a 9th part skein that I'm finishing up there. So that won't be done anytime soon. And it's residing in my bag by Michelle that I talked about last time that I really, really love. I got a new pattern when I was away. It's 100% linen. It's, I can't even say it, Ixtapa. It's a wonderful pattern. It's a paid for pattern. And you knit the edges separately and then pick up the sweater part. I'm really enjoying it. I'm knitting it in a nice purple color, of course, because purple's my favorite color. But I couldn't find where I threw it when we got home from our trip. So I will show it to you when I actually find the bag that it's in. What else am I working on? I'm still working on a set of socks that I had hoped to give him when I was up there. He wants knee-high socks. And he's not a tall guy, but I'm not a fast sock knitter. So I have about 10 centimeters or 4 inches left before I go to turn the heel on these. And I did the reversible cable on the top of them so that if they decide to be turned down, they still look good. And then I just did regular cabling to the turn. And these are using the MyColourWheelhouse yarn dyed by my friend Allison. It's merino and her base is just so soft, and I just love the multiple tones in the color. It's such a beautiful orange color. I'm sorry about the lighting tonight. If I waited till I had a nice sunny day, I didn't know when I'd get to record again, and there's a lot of stuff I wanted to tell you, so that's why we're recording in the evening tonight. I'm trying with my light to get natural light so we can see the colors. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh, this is my Heart on Your Sleeve sweater. I don't think I've done too much. No, about 5 rounds since the last time. So we're getting up to the point, and you can see these are on my Addi Turbos. And I love my Addi Turbos. They just click in so they never fall off when you're knitting with them, and they're just so fast to knit with. I just love them. So yeah, this is in Knit Picks. It's the cranberry colorway, and it's a DK weight. And finally, I think these are my Apple Blossom socks, and I'm using the sparkly silver for the heels and toe, cuffs, heels and toes, and then I'm using Lisa Sousa's Rhinebeck 2016 colorway for the sock part. I use some of it in my Find Your Fade shawl, which I have to get back to, but I have so much stuff on my needles. I think I counted up, I have 20 some works in progress, just the ones that I've put on Ravelry. So I've got to get some of these things off my needles. So that's where, and that exciting thing I did was I entered some of my knitting in the provincial exhibition. So you can see that's why the hat shawl has a ticket on it. And I entered a pair of work socks. I didn't expect them to win though, because I missed 2 rows on the heel, so one heel is 2 rows longer than the other. And I tried to rush drying them, and I think I felted them a little bit, but they're really soft and squeezy. I really like them. They're in slate and natural color in the Fleece and Harmony 100% wool, and I really, really like them. My Beach Day shawl came third, and I will show you it when the pattern has been released. This is the zigzag lace cardigan and baby shorts set. They're 2 separate patterns. The shorts and baby pants pattern will be coming out later with the Beach Day pattern, but the zigzag lace cardigan has already been released, and it's available I think on their Fleece and Harmony website. As soon as I released it, I found an error in the pattern when I went to put the arms on this. I basically only had arms for one size instead of for all the sizes that I had it done for. So there's an update on the pattern, so it may have been pulled for a little bit until that update has been made, so that we don't sell any patterns with errors in them. So, but what I really love, I love how it's kind of a fake layering effect with the sweater. And I love that we've sourced everything from PEI, so the buttons are from a local leather worker, Harris Leather Works. She's at the Charlottetown Farmers Market, and she cut them out specifically for me. And if you want to buy kits with them, we have kits that have leather stitch markers as well, which are nice and light compared to the beaded stitch markers. So it's really kind of cool, kind of fun. So I had fun entering those things in the provincial exhibition. So I just picked those up today. They've been there for a few weeks, so that was good. What else has been going on? Tim and I had a little trip. We went up to Quebec and visited some family and things. We had a beautiful night in old Quebec City. And it was just lovely. Oh, and I got a new dress that I was able to wear. It's my space dress. I'll show a picture of it here. I thought that was part of why I waited till Eclipse Day to record this episode. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on here. Been running around with the kids. Just being a taxi. Now that they're older, they're pretty busy with their own lives, but I still get to be their taxi when we can. So it's kind of good. You get to hear a lot in the car, so that's nice. School will start in a couple of weeks here, and I'll be teaching intro psych again in the psychology department at UPEI. So I may be a bit more sporadic in my posts and my videos. I'm going to really try to get one up every 2 weeks while I'm teaching, but it may be closer to once a month by the time I get all my marking done and my lecture prep done, because I continue to work full time and then I teach on Thursday nights, so it gets rather busy. I just finished Guy Gavriel Kay's book, Under Heaven. Wow, I really enjoyed it. It's a commitment. It's a large book, but he's a Canadian writer. He's a fantasy writer. This book is more historical fiction, and I really, really enjoyed it. He really made this time period come alive. He really made the characters feel real. I don't want to spoil too much about it, but it opens with a man who's gone to bury the dead from a long ago fight that happened between 2 kingdoms. And for this work and for putting the bones to rest of dead from both sides of the skirmish, he gets rewarded this large reward, and that completely changes his life and the direction of a number of lives around him. And I got really, really involved in the story. It was a little bit like a Stephen King book in that it took him a little bit to set it up, so you're pretty much 150 pages in before it really took off. But then it was just so good then that I really liked it. I do recommend that you read it. It was a good social commentary on how society works and how people in power can abuse that power. I was glad to get back into those kinds of books. I've been having trouble this summer finding really good new reads. I've been rereading the Anne of Green Gables series, but other than that, that's about all I've been doing. Sorry, that's my phone. I probably have to go pick up my kids soon. Anyway, the last thing I wanted to talk about was stash enhancement. So as I said, we were on a bit of a road trip. So at one place I stopped and got some beautiful cashmere sock yarn. This is Lang Yarns, and it's for cashmere color 4-ply, and it's just a number of a colorway, but I love, love, love how it's knitting up. I'm doing another pair of knee highs for another friend of mine, and I just love what the colors look like. So, and it's so soft. It's really beautiful. And then I also went to Green Gables Alpacas, which is in Tyne Valley, Prince Edward Island, and I love alpacas. And so I picked up this beautiful pastel-y rainbow skein, and it's so nice. It's not a very big skein, so I'm thinking I'd probably do a headband or use it as a contrast color in a pattern. But I just love it. It's gonna knit up so nice. So that's about it, and I better go pick up my poor kids. So I will talk to you again. Happy knitting. Tangled skeins. Anyway, I am too tired to be doing this tonight.